Hello, everyone, and welcome to our once weekly show. My name is Michelle Marie, and I am the owner of astrologicaltarot.com. I am both an astrologer, Western and Vedic, as well as an oracle and tarot card reader. Thank you so much for joining us today. We look forward to answering your questions, especially just before Thanksgiving, because there's lots of energy going on.
Absolutely.
And I am Tanys Coughlan from the Twillow Lifestyle Community, Twillow Lifestyle Academy. I am a Reiki master, crystal master. I am a Nocti master, a galactic ambassador, and a channel, as well as a Celtic Shamanic high priestess. And I am looking forward to sharing energy with you tonight.
And I am Cassie Clayton, owner of Stargazers Unite. I create websites, logos, and graphic design for spiritual and lightworker business owners. And I also do psychic and mediumship work myself. And yeah, that is me.
Oh, we're so excited to have you on the show, Cassie. Tell us more about your business, because I'm really curious. What are you up to, and what packages do you have, and how can people take advantage of your services?
Sure, absolutely. Thank you for asking. I've got actually the last couple of months have been really kind of a huge expansion and growth for the business, which has been really, really amazing to see. I've been able to work with a number of light workers, helping them kind of helping them through the process of building their logo, getting their colors down for their business, and then from there we can really kind of take it, and then we have kind of the foundation work to then work on the websites. So I actually have a couple of Black Fridays and Cyber Monday specials going on right now, which are 15% off of your branding and logo packages. So we offer that's really cool. So yeah, we have.
Awesome.
That is really cool. Yeah. And can you tell everyone your website where they can see all of your fabulous work?
Yes. My website is stargazersunite.com.
Okay. And I love how you do like the moon packages, and it's very clever. How did you structure your own branding, and how would you help a client kind of find out, what their colors are, what their brand looks like, and really get that essence across? Because colors are huge in astrology. Like for my power color is green. And so I tried to wear your color today because that's the Stargazers Unite color, So how do you go about that process with your client in design?
So a lot of it is, I tend to ask the question, what colors are you drawn to? I kind of start off kind of seeing, did you have something in mind, or are we completely starting from a blank board? And if there are some colors that they have, we will kind of look at those colors and kind of see where does it align with their business. We talk about a little bit about like what their business is, what they're wanting to offer, and then as we're going through that process, we look at, okay, do the energies that those colors bring to your website actually align to your website? One client I was working with, she was like, I'm very earthy toned, and like she's like me in general, but she was like, for the business it needs to be this like kind of, she's like, it needs to be a little bit brighter, it needs to be a little bit more eye-catching. And with that website, and logos, like as I was working with her, as we were getting her colors and fonts, it's like she brought a lot of purples and a lot of the bright pinks and things like that. And so when we really kind of went back and looked at like, okay, what do those color energies bring in? They exactly matched what her business was. So, when you kind of have that alignment there, then it all just kind of flows.
That's awesome. And so if someone is going to come to you and get a website done, for example, what makes you uniquely qualified, especially in the spiritual community?
In the spiritual community, especially, since I am a light worker, I work with several psychic mediums. I mentor with a psychic medium, Colby Rebel, out in LA. I've been working with a number of years, so I know the business very, very well. Just to give you an example, I was just recently working with one of my clients, and she kind of sent over her services and her pricing, and I was kind of going through them, and I'm like, okay, like most of them were pretty well laid out, and then I kind of got to the end of it, and I was like, there's one or two services that I'm like, just your price points don't match the rest of your prices, which if that is what you want to offer, that's totally fine. But, I kind of got her on the line, and we had a quick chat about, hey, is this really what you want to be offering, or do we need to adjust? Things like that, especially because I do work with so many light workers, and kind of have seen people in different stages of their business. I'm able to kind of give to be able to give a little bit more feedback as far as, your structure of your services. How do you, kind of, and ultimately we were able to simplify. We were able to simplify the options that were there and make it simpler. And so it's kind of funny, because now when I'm talking to that client, she'll like send me something, and I'm like, can I simplify your life? Like, yes, please do.
Awesome.
And I do try to do that for my clients, like, because a lot of the times as they're working through their own stuff, let's take the information that you've sent, and let's see if there's a way that we can simplify it so that your messaging is clear and more impactful on your website.
That's great. Is there a project that you're especially proud of, that you're like, I did this, it just looks gorgeous, other than your own website, of course?
In a way, I kind of sort of always feel like that about like all the clients that I work with, because with working with so many different clients, I'm able to, I get excited when the client gets excited. I was working with one client, and she wanted the logo design that she was wanting had a bunch of aspects to it. Had it like all these different aspects that need to be done. And so it really was one of those, especially because I work with spirit all the time, to be able to draw that, to bring those ideas to life. And so it was kind of, I knew that there was an idea that was kind of starting to put together in my mind. And so it's one of those where I literally just started like working and channeling on it and everything. And then when I pulled back, I was like, okay. I felt proud of it. And that was, before the client had even seen it. And when of course, there's always a few tweaks and things like that that need to be done. But when I'm able to send something off to a client and they go, wow, or oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Oh, and like, oh my gosh, I love it. It's like, okay, it's that like mic drop moment for me. Like, okay, I did my job.
Oh,
awesome.
Like, my work here is done. Not done, but like that part of it, we hit a home run on that. That felt good. So, awesome. I get excited when my clients are excited.
Well, you're clearly passionate about what you do, and you like a challenge, because that logo sounded pretty challenging.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's wonderful.
I bet it's almost like it becomes a baby, when you're when you're working on a project, you'd be like, really get into it.
Yeah,
and it just kind of unfolds before you. Well, you do have a special offer for our audience today, and can you explain that a little bit?
Absolutely. So on my website, when you go to book, there is a place on there for a free project discovery call. And when you put in the code ASTRO, specifically for the show, any of the viewers for the show or anybody who's watching this on the replay, type in the word astro and you will get the 30-minute discovery call with me for free. It's usually valued at $50. So it's a pretty cool, it's a good opportunity for us to get on and talk about any pending projects that you've got, and kind of gives you the opportunity to kind of pick my brain for that project.
Oh, that's a great offering. Thank you for offering that, Cassie. We really appreciate it. So is there anything else you'd like the audience to know about, what you do and what you can offer, or just call me?
Yeah, just call me. Like I said, I do have some offers that are going on right now. And especially what website, logo design, anything like that. Like I would love to help and assist. And, I'm here to make y'all, I'm here to make everybody else look amazing.
Yeah. And
That's awesome.
You make great social media ads and things like that too. They're really compelling and graphic, and I'm always liking them. Like, oh, I like that design. It's really neat. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Cassie. We really appreciate you coming on the show. And everyone, again, you can find Cassie at stargazersunite.com. She is a web designer and developer. She is also a design and logo specialist. She's got an eye for design, clearly. And if you need some web work for your business or know a friend that needs some web work, don't hesitate to contact her. Her website's beautiful. You can go take a look at that now. All right, after the show, actually, because we want you to stay here. I just want to say hi to Rachel Rose Farber. She's here. Rachel, honey, I heard you were sick. We're sending you lots of healing vibes, okay? Yeah, so sending you lots of healing. And Shem, welcome, Shem. It's really good to see you here. And she says, hi, everyone. All right. So she goes, thanks, I have COVID. Oh, honey.
Aww.
I'm so sorry to hear that, Rachel. We're sending you lots of love and light, okay? And healing thoughts and prayers, okay? All right. So I'm going to go ahead, and I did see, Rachel, that you had a question, so you could go ahead and ask that for us. Well, hopefully we can help you get through this tough time. I'm going to go into the astrological energies that we're going through today, and then we're going to do some readings for you guys. And so the main thing that's going on is we have a new moon today at 7 degrees and 27 sidereal Scorpio. Sidereal is a calculation, okay? Now, here the moon is debilitated, but Jupiter is aspecting this new moon. So it's kind of special because Jupiter's turning direct today in Pisces. Yay. That's good energy. Santa Claus is coming to town. We're going to take a little break from all the crazy and eclipse energy that we've been going through. So the last time we had a new moon on Anuradha, which is a nakshatra this falls in, was in November of 2019. So that was about 3 years ago, pre-COVID. Now, Anuradha is ruled by Saturn and Mitra, who is one of the Adityas, or sun gods. And it's also the god of friendship, compassion, and devotion. So Anuradha is also the most auspicious of all the 27 nakshatras. I would know because my Jupiter's there, okay? It offers a beautiful energy that can support your connection with loved ones, your community, even build professional partnerships, like building a professional partnership with Cassie, okay? That gives you the opportunity to also heal from past lessons that have kind of left you feeling a little alone, a little, beaten. Okay, so just to kind of show you what this looks like, Anuradha is depicted by the lotus flower. Okay, and it's the star of success. Okay, and so it basically means that we are growing from murky and muddy waters to kind of stretch out toward the sun and show our beauty. Okay, this is from quoting my friend from Dharma Malas. She's amazing. And so she says, no mud, no lotus. And it means that without trial and tribulations, we won't be able to become who we are and truly express ourselves in this life. So this moon it's a time for devotion. It's a time for friendship. It can be a great star to worship under, to do satsang and worship, because it says love, devotion, intuition, friendship, exploration, cooperation. And it's to love freely without expectation. That's kind of what this energy is asking us to do. Okay. But also giving the same love to ourselves. All right. And recognizing that the hard work that you've already done is to get us where we are. Okay. So Anuradha is a very, very soft nakshatra. And that's what makes it so auspicious, because it can give us pleasant things in life. And that's why the Jupiter are going direct at the same time. It's so great. I know, it's perfect for the holidays. We're all going to need it at Thanksgiving, kids. So this is an indicator of really good timing. Okay. When it comes to romance and marriage. So if you're thinking about relationships, this is a good new moon to start something new. Or add a little more romance to your relationship, because Mitra is Anuradha's ruling deity, and he's the god of friendship. Like I said, partnership, devotion. And it comes in all forms. It's romantic, it's platonic. So Anuradha is basically gifting us the ability to find balance in relationships if you're already in one, without losing your sense of self, of course. And basically, it strengthens a community. It encourages teamwork, because it's all about working together as a team. You can see everyone is kind of working together to help each other with their dharma. Okay. And it also means another Radha, on your Radha. And Radha was the twin flame of Krishna. So it's all about that. It's about your spouse. It's about your efforts with your team and your community. So it's just really, really good energy, you guys. And I'm just happy because we've been through a lot. And yeah. And
It's
so,
time.
yeah, definitely. Yes. So yeah, I'm going to let Tanys take over and see what she's got. And I hope that was helpful, you guys. I'm sending you lots of love.
So for this week, I got mending bridges. So we've been through it, right? In the last couple of weeks. So it's time now to start mending bridges. So be sure to be looking at both sides of all the situations out there. Okay. So if you're looking at both sides, you're going to be able to mend some of those rifts. That's going to give you like a new lease on life. So we're in the stage of getting rid of some of that stuff that we don't need. Not all physical. Some of it's emotional, behavioral. We're getting rid of it. So we're renewing our life, getting rid of the clutter, mental clutter, behavioral, because we're giving birth to a new energy. So that new energy is likely what Michelle was talking about, that's coming in now with all these astrological changes. So we're being encouraged to look deeper, because there's all these beautiful gems of wisdom hidden inside each of us. And the more we can look at that, it says here, deep within me is a majestic radiance. So let your radiance shine. Okay. We've been planting seeds already. So the seeds have been planted. It's about us now working at getting into the flow, right? Because that's going to help us to maneuver through some of the times that are coming, especially if we've got Thanksgiving and Christmas coming up. And that's going to help us to maneuver through those things. But, the end of the week looks pretty awesome. We got the Omega victory. Your desired outcome is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. So just know that we've been going through a lot, but keep moving. Get rid of the things that don't matter anymore. Step into flow, and all will be well.
Absolutely. Oh, yes.
What do you have for us, Cassie?
I surrender the power that is greater than me.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So I think sometimes we can, or what I feel is that sometimes we can get a little bit caught up in our own, way. And when we surrender to the, just surrender to flow and saying, to me, that's the difference of being able to say, oh, setting that intention, setting that manifestation, and trying to control how it comes to fruition, versus saying, this is something that, this is my intention, and I'm going to do the steps, but source, you figure out how that's going to get fulfilled, and just being open to the flow of that.
Oh, that's beautiful. It's like working like it's all on you, but praying like it's all on God. Being in that flow. I love that. Awesome. That's beautiful. Thank you, Cassie. Sure. Yeah, and that's good. That's really good advice for the Thanksgiving season that we have coming up, because we're going to be around lots of family, and there can be disagreements and old things brought up, and so I really like that. Okay, so our first question is Jim James. I have a family member who is suffering from dementia. I do too. Interesting. How does the future look for them going forward? Okay, so Jim, the first card I pulled for you is the High Priestess. Okay, and it's Archangel Haniel, and I'm sure like Tanys knows all the angels personally, so she can tell you like how to get in contact with them, or you could schedule a session with her, and she can kind of help you through this a little bit. But it says, listen to your intuition, have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting. So before speaking, before reacting, realize that you have to kind of rely on that inner voice before exercising that outer voice is the best way that I can describe that. And I am getting that you are a little psychic, okay? And this could also be someone in your environment, but I am getting that you do have some good intuition, okay, Jim? Because the second thing I got was you need to defend your beliefs. Okay, this is the 7 of fire. She's on a dragon. She's going into battle. And defend your beliefs and decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely. Realize that when it comes to dementia, it's the dementia speaking, not the person. Because depending on how far along they are, it's the disease talking. And so a lot of things can kind of go to the wayside, or a lot of past traumas can come up that make this particular individual not really come across the way that they would normally come across because they're not at full capacity. Okay. So this is what I got for you, the kind of energy that you need to put around you to kind of protect yourself and to set, appropriate boundaries when in the midst of this. I got the Empress. Things are going to work out. This is the card of lavish abundance. It's the card of giving birth. Okay. Giving birth to your dreams, nurturing yourself and others. You need to nurture yourself while going through family trauma like this, and make sure that you're practicing lots of self-care. But what really stood out to me was she's got little animals around her. She's holding a little fox there. Okay, so if you have animals in your environment, give them extra hugs, give them extra love, and just kind of allow them to give you peace. Okay, because that's what they're saying, is there's some animals in your environment that can help you with that. And the last card I got from this particular deck is you need to release the situation. This is out of your control. And this is Archangel Azrael. Okay, Azrael is the angel that helps us cross from this realm into our next birth, wherever that is. Okay, so this is the energy that I get for this person that you in your family. They're going through a transition, and this is part of their exit. This is the last scene of the play. Okay. And it says the end of a phase or a situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. Okay. So that is what they're doing, is they're kind of wrapping things up. There might be a lot of anxiety regarding whatever they were fixated on in this life. It could be money. It could be relationships. It could be fill in the blank what they were fixated on. A lot of that's going to go on because they are having to literally I'm getting a frayed rope, and there's like one little string left, and they're really, really like focused on that one string. Okay. That's because they're about to transition into their next birth. Okay. And the main thing I got for just you in your life is Venus. Focus on love. Okay. Focus on cherishing your time with this person and enjoying your life. Okay. There are people in your environment that, can help you with this. And they're also telling me, remember the good times. Don't focus on the negative stuff that happened with this person, because that's not going to do either of you any good. Okay. So focus on the good times. And especially when they start getting negative, because that's very common with dementia, flip the narrative. Be like, oh, do you remember the time when, and make a very happy memory for them. But then they can go on another track. Because when I find that, because I actually work with Alzheimer's and dementia patients, when they kind of get in this negative thought pattern, you can switch the narrative very easily just by and then they're going down that path, and they're much happier, and they can focus on something a little more positive. Okay. My heart goes out to you, Jim. I'm sending you lots of love, and to you and your family member. Okay. Take care.
Hi, Jim. Yeah, I used to be a personal support worker, actually. So I've done a fair bit of work with dementia. Reiki can be very helpful as well. So that's something to consider. I actually got the alternative medicine card for you. So it might be something to help. It doesn't reverse it. What it does is just make them more comfortable. So I have a bit of a theory about dementia. And part of that is that they've already started their transition. And so they're in different dimensions as opposed to being here. And so they're a little bit disconnected to our 3D world, but they're just in different dimensions. And so that connection is important when you start to think about that. So, and that was that's what I got this one, hearing messages from spirit. And so I feel that is really sort of indicating that they're very connected. Archangel Haniel, as Michelle was saying, he's very much about family and soul contracts. So that would kind of lead me to believe like that's the soul contract that this person took on. And soul contracts are things that we decide before we even come down into the body. So, that is what they're supposed to be learning something from this particular experience. And some of it we may be able to figure out, but others we may not figure out why they chose this as an experience. And that's just kind of part of that. And for that stuff, we have to have faith, that they're getting what they need out of the experience. And in that sense, it's really the biggest thing for us as the caretakers or family is really about, mending whatever bridges you have with them, seeing their side, noticing that they're not, when they're agitated, feel into that. And is there something that you can sort of alleviate the agitation with? Because they do tend to get in loops that are they're not about our concrete stuff. It's often about stuff that we don't even know about. And sometimes that is because they're in this other dimension and they're not really tuned into the 3D. And so, for you, mending bridges might be doing some forgiveness work with this person. Even if it feels as though you've sort of moved past that, because I actually feel like there is, for the most part, you're in a very sort of loving space with this person, but I feel like there's some energy there that you're holding on to. And so doing some of the mending of that bridge is going to help you to release that energy, because you don't need to have that. So just look a little bit deeper and find those hidden gems and do that work before things get too far along. I did, as I said, got the alternative medicine card. And I feel like that's also for dealing with stress, right? For you, if you're a caregiver or whoever the caregivers are in the family, look for those alternative medicine options, because those are some of those hidden gems, actually, because they're things that you might not think about normally, but they would actually make a huge difference in terms of managing the stress and caregiver stuff. And so the other comment is to really cherish self, right? Take the time to eat well and to also have that glass of wine or have that chocolate and cherish, really like savor it. Right? Savor those pleasures in those quiet moments when you have them. So if you are the caregiver, please make sure that you're getting a few quiet moments, because that is how you're going to tap into your own messages from spirit. And that is, because they are launching a new journey. That is what this is about. The transition is about a new journey for them. And that new journey is, that's where Archangel Azrael comes in, right? He's great about helping with the transition for the person. He's also there to help with our grief and our trauma around those kinds of transitions. So, please reach out to him for that. And Haniel is always happy to support with family issues. So, stepping into that, it's really about trusting, having faith as to where they are, and knowing that they are going to be okay no matter what, because that essence of self, that soul that's within, is always okay, right? Even after they cross, this is just, just a body. I affectionately call it the meat suit, right? The essence of self, the essence of who we are, lives on. So sending you tons of love, Jim. Okay.
So the first card that I got, it says, do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. And I do feel, just kind of looking at this card with the kind of the borders where it's like you don't really see beyond what's, like, a lot of the times we kind of tend to get the tunnel vision with what's going on. And I think sometimes kind of taking that step back and funny that there's an owl in there, really kind of taking a step back and taking more of a owl's perspective of kind of looking at the whole situation, and also Also, I feel like this is just a lot of being, what I feel like is that a lot of the times you can kind of get trapped in those negative thoughts or in that pattern of kind of, we're so focused on this that we forget to take care of ourselves. We forget to take care of who we are, like, our own basic needs or things like that. And so making sure that we're maintaining that balance and looking at life as the whole picture versus just the one thing that's happening in front of us. So, and then the second card that I pulled is my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love.
I love that.
And
You can't make this stuff up, eh?
That's so
a common
beautiful.
theme.
Yeah. Right. So, yeah, just spending more time, I think, in your own, in meditation, connecting to source, doing some grounding. Again, to me, this is taking that time to really see where you have the power by maybe changing your own actions and how you are responding to the situation. Kind of just you have that ability to be able to really kind of take these and turn these situations and kind of find the healing, find the growth, and find the love. And I also feel like focusing your attention on those more positive things is going to start helping you a lot. So, yeah.
Great. Thank you so much, Cassie. And I like that a lot of the cards had like moons and you had an owl. So what came
Beautiful.
to my head was that what flew right in was when you put up the owl, I heard night owl. So I don't know what that means, Jim James, but night owl. There's something about nighttime. There were some moons in the car. So just kind of
Sundowning.
okay, that's what you got, sundowning. Okay, there's something about someone being a night owl in the relationship, and there might be some, like, I've talked to the person's, your family member's doctor about maybe some medication to help with that, because that's some difficult energy to deal with. Okay, we're sending you lots of love, Jim. Okay, our next question is Rachel, and Rachel tips, so she's getting ahead of a few people in line. Okay, so that's how the show works. If you tip, you get ahead in line. Okay. So Rachel, this tour was a real wake-up call for me. And then getting sick, well, I'm on the upswing now. I want to know if the NYU Animal Studies program is still a viable option for me in the fall of 2023, or should I let it go? It has been on my mind lately. Okay, so the first card, like you saw me disappear off the screen because this flew out of the deck. Okay, Rachel, this is the 10 of Fire, also known as the 10 of Wands. You see, that is a very tired dragon. He is carrying way too much stuff, okay? And it says too much work. Accept help from others. Life is out of balance. Stress-related health concerns and problems. You're stressing yourself out. That's the number one thing Spirit said. I'm like, okay, what about this NYU student? And so she needs to calm down. She needs to practice self-care. Tell her that we're all around her and that we will make her dreams come true. But that's the main thing that you need to do in your environment, Rachel, is you're taking on way too much, okay? And it's affecting your energy and it's working against you, okay, honey? And then I went to Monte Farber's Karma cards, because you're a Farber, and I got Pisces. This is a spiritual career for you. If this is something that you decide to do, you do have the spiritual chops to do this, okay? It says your dreams, your idealization of, and so this is a dream of yours. You do have the spiritual capabilities to make it happen, but I feel like there's way too much on your plate right now to really get involved now. And I know you said that you're waiting until the fall of 2023, but there are still too many things on your plate right now is what they're telling me. And know that it says, trust your psychic knowledge on here. Okay. You are a psychic. It runs in your family. So trust your psychic knowledge and try not to over idealize it. Look at it for very realistically. Okay. Imagine yourself, create like a storyboard of what this is going to look like in your life. Like from the time you get up to the time you go to sleep at night, what does your day look like? And then what does your week look like? And then what does your year look like? And then go into, just basically create a narrative in your head of what you would like to manifest. And it can happen, but try not to over idealize it. Be realistic is what they're telling me, because that can be hard for some of our spiritual endeavors. And then I got the 4th house. Okay. I was like, what does this mean? It says stay home. That's what they're telling me. She needs to stay home and take care of herself. This is all about house and home and hearth. And it says, do what makes you feel secure. So that also has to kind of tie in with the NYU piece. Okay. Is this type of career going to fully support you moving forward? You need to ask that question, because it's very important for you to have a secure home base. Okay. And they're also saying that that's where you can start, just adding to your altar and doing things at home. They said it's going to be really helpful to help you move forward. So I pulled some self-care cards for you, honey, because I know that you're really going through it. And of course I got Nourish Your Temple. Okay. Tanys can probably provide a few foods that can help you get through the COVID issues. She's got lots of great ideas, or some crystals that you can use to help you with this energy. You can put them in the bath, or, do what you can to kind of like get all of the phlegm and the yuck out. But yeah, nourishing your temple, making sure you eat, because you're going to need food to get through this. Okay. Because they're showing me you, and they're saying you need to eat more and eat healthy. Okay. Because you're wearing yourself out. That's why I got that 10 of Wands energy. And then Tanys, they told me to ask you this. Okay. It says connect with fire. And they said, Tanys knows a ceremony that Rachel can do involving fire that can help her. So if there's something, and they mentioned you. So I was like, okay, I'll ask Tanys. And that was the last card I picked. So there's some kind of a fire ceremony that can help you kind of release something that maybe is causing some big stuff. Okay. Big icky stuff. Okay. And that connecting with fire, which is Agni in Vedic astrology, can help you literally burn that out, cut that away. Okay. Is what they're saying. Okay. So I know Tanys has more for you. We hope you heal soon. We're glad that you're on the mend, Rachel, and rest. We love you. Okay. Take care.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So probably a burning ceremony in terms of getting the things you want to release on paper, and maybe write those out by the next full moon. And then at full moon, you'll probably want to burn those, right? So read them aloud and then burn it safely, please. Please be cautious with that. I use itty bitty pieces of paper so I don't make a big flame, but do a little fire ceremony in a fire safe conditions. Excuse me.
Well, and Monte Farber, your cousin, I believe, he does a fire ceremony every new moon. He writes out a check, and the abundance ceremony. So you can look into that as well. So that kind of ties in. Okay.
Yeah. So you can kind of do that kind of burning thing too. The other thing that fire is synonymous with is creating passion. So if you're feeling lackluster, really doing, I'm actually seeing like a candle meditation for you. So lighting a candle and focusing on the flame. And just imagine that you're soaking in that fire energy. That's going to help you to really soak in the passion that you may feel a bit lackluster with at the moment, especially if you're going through COVID and stuff. Okay. So those are kinds of things that you can focus on with fire. So having a candle going, again, anytime you're dealing with fire, please be safe with it. Because it really is about your intentions, because I picked a self-care guide or self-care card, and I got set a positive intention for the day. What value do you want to focus on today? Okay. So I would recommend that not just today, like daily, because you are receiving from your angels. So you are getting those vibes from your angels. Okay. You need to trust that. However, you do need to know that they're asking you, what do you desire right now? Visualize it. It'll come about. But any negativity is going to block your progress. Okay. And they're also saying you're confused and indecisive because you don't have enough information. So do research and seek expert advice before making a decision. So what's coming to mind is reaching out to somebody that has done the program or that works in the profession that those graduates would work in, and ask to have a Zoom or have like shadow them for a day, because I feel like you need to know exactly what it is you're getting into, because I think there's something there that you're idealizing or something is what's coming through. So you're like kind of seeing it and you're thinking it's all this great stuff, and there might be something that you need to know before you jump into that decision. Okay, so please do a little bit more hands-on research before you jump into that. You do have the strength to do it. Again, though, you are over busy. I'm feeling tired when I tune in. I think that school is not out of the question for you. I did get the school card, but I feel like you need to do more research, because I don't know that that's the right place or that's the right program. Okay. I did get oracle cards and energy healing, which we've gotten a few times before for you. So I'm not sure if schooling would have something to do with that for you, or whether there's like a healing component to what you need to do. But you just need to embrace the future. So there's this door here, and there is one. You just need to find that door. That's like an opportunity. Okay. So you're embracing that future, following the path. And they're saying you could very well be on the right path already, right? That it says keep doing what you're doing because it's working. So doing the self-discovery work and doing your spiritual practice, doing that sort of thing, that's going to bring you to your victory. Okay, because you are on the right track. So that's going to help you come into your own victory. It's also going to help you come into your power. Okay, so really tuning into what's inside, what's going on inside, because I feel as though, so I feel like there is a piece of you that you're not recognizing, or you're feeling like there's this, what's the word I'm looking for? A void within you that's not there really. It's not a void. You just need to fill it with love. So fill it with love, and you won't need to feel like you're scrambling. Okay? There's time. Take your time. Don't scramble. Fill it with love. Okay? Sending you lots of love, Rachel. I hope you're feeling better soon.
All right. So the first card that I pulled from you, and I actually switched decks, is Divine Life Purpose card. And it says, trust the signs and your inner guidance, which are leading you to fulfillment. And I kind of feel like I'm kind of going to go along with what both Tanys and Michelle said, was, really making sure that as you're looking at your programs and things like that, really tuning in to seeing, is this really the right direction for me? And then just as you're really kind of coming through that, just really trusting trusting your gut and trusting your own intuition with that. And also it says, make time for, the second card that I pulled was make time for self-care. And taking care of yourself is absolutely essential right now. And I think that that's the one area that I feel like kind of universally we all could work on a little bit. But I really feel like for you, it's it is just taking time to heal, taking time to really take care of yourself. And then the last card that I pulled was value your self-worth. And kind of when you look at all three cards together, it's like I feel like you've got really strong instincts, you've got really strong intuition. I do feel like when you're not taking the time to take care of yourself, you're not as aware.
Mm.
And at when you're not as aware, then you're not really choosing to make sure that the value you bring to the table, whether it's in life, career, school, whatever, it is something that's valued. Like, make sure that you know that value for yourself, and also what you bring to the table for others. So
Mhm.
And I love the sacral energy of that card, the yellow card that you have.
yeah.
Yeah, a lot of solar plexus energy there. So maybe, what do you think, citrine, Tanys?
Mhm. Yeah, citrine. Oh, and carnelian and moss agate are really
Okay.
great for the immune system. So those would be ones to like put in your bath. Those are actually okay and safe to put in your water as well. So I often have some in my, I don't right now, I need to do that because it's change of season. Put some of those in your water. I do it all the time. So make sure you wash them well first. And those are good ones for that. So carnelian and moss agate. And yes, solar plexus would definitely be citrine or like.
Or your yellow calcite would also be another one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, Rachel, we're sending you lots of healing vibes and prayers. Okay, take care of you. Okay, our next question is Kylie. Good to see you, Kylie. Okay, so Kylie says, may I have a card, please? Well, I pulled a card for you and then I pulled some others because this is an interesting card. I got the Uniter from the Intuition Oracle. And the affirmation is, I know love has come to unite me with my beloved. So I went, okay, what's that look like? When you get started on, so what I said was, what's going on with Kylie's energy? Kylie is open to love. Okay, your heart is very open right now. Okay, and the first thing the spirit told me is you need to pay attention to the red flags. Okay, the signs are cautioning you. Look for signs from spirit. Really look at other people's motives. Okay, because there might be some false masks out there just to kind of like get you off the path. Okay. Because the main thing I got is it's going to be it's a lot of passion. Okay. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And that's a pretty steamy card. Okay. And then I got you are lovable. This is going to make you a lot more attractive just in general, just knowing that who you are and sitting in your confidence. And so they showed me a vision of you just full of just positivity. Okay, you were just full of good self-love and positivity and knowing that you deserve love, and that's gonna scare away the monsters. That's what they're saying, because if you're confident and you're firm, they're gonna be like, I need to look for easier prey. Okay, so knowing that you deserve love is going to keep the people with not the best motives away. Okay, and I got make the effort. Okay, so you're going to have to make a little bit of an effort to make this happen. It says, great love is worth taking the steps that you're guided to take. And your guides are saying that they are leading you down this path toward great love. Okay, which is really exciting. So let me just pull a self-care card for you because they're telling me that there's an exercise or something that you need to do. Just give me a second. Okay. Oh, positive affirmations. That's basically what we just said. Okay. So if you look at the card, she's got all these beautiful, beautiful affirmations on her body. And they say, I love myself, beautiful, brave, worthy, grateful, healthy, happy. I choose love. Okay. This is the type of exercise that you need to do, preferably standing in the mirror. And Tanys has an excellent exercise that she taught me. It's called the Ho'oponopono. I'll pull that up for you. And it's an exercise that you can do just, in the morning while you're doing after you've done your makeup or before you go to bed at night. And let's see, the Ho'oponopono is a traditional Hawaiian mantra that can be said to help reflect upon oneself, incorporating compassion, redemption, repentance, and appreciation with these 4 strong phases. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And look at yourself as you say that in the mirror, okay? And they're also saying, I choose love. That's another one that you can say in the mirror. I choose love. Okay. And you deserve love too. Okay, because that's the card I got for you. So that's kind of exciting. And we're in a really good astrological energy for love right now because we have a new moon in Anurata, which could indicate new relationships, or just a renewal of relationships. Okay, so I'm wishing you lots of love and thank you for joining us today, Kylie.
Hi, Kylie. Yeah, so the Ho'oponopono, if you're doing it in the mirror, to actually add in, you are worthy and you are enough. Those are great ones to add into those two for the self-love. Okay. So in your cards, I had accepting what is. So fully accepting all of you is what's coming through. So we all have shadow side, but our shadow side would not be our light side would not be what it is without our shadow side, and vice versa. They have to coexist. And if we can work at appreciating the shadow side, or at least accepting the shadow side, that helps. It goes a long way in really accepting self, and that's really like what Michelle was saying, right? The more you step into your confidence, the more that's going to shine through. I also got the simplify your life. So there's maybe some practices that you've been doing that maybe aren't serving you anymore. Like you need to look at some other practices. I don't know why they're saying practices, but I guess it's something to do with that. So it's the next card was the self-care. It was when you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. So give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage, sea salt bath, or a pedicure. So lots of self-care indicated here. And I picked a self-care card and got give yourself 30 minutes before bedtime to relax and unwind, because we do need that time instead of in front of computer or TV. We do need that sort of time to sit back. So I'm thinking releasing one of those things and bringing in some meditation for you. And that might be a good alternative. I also got your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind, which just confirms that Ho'oponopono, because it's all about using forgiveness to release the energy that you're holding around things. Because really, the more you can do that and do the self-care, the more you're going to step into these new psychic experiences that are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. So that's also confirming, right? Taking a bit more time to do the meditation practice, replacing one practice with another, right? Because that's how we can make things cement in our routines a little more. It's hard to stop something if you don't replace it with something healthier. And so if you're going to stop watching TV, for instance, replace it with reading or meditation or a little bit of both, okay? Because I do have that you're awakening ancient wisdom. Okay, and that's going to help you to flow. You see how that energy is just flowing out of that cup? Not only is that the wisdom, but I'm also getting it's going to help you flow your energy through easier. And that's going to be helpful in the overall thing part of, and I am getting that you should consider some energy healing at this time. Yeah, so there's some flow that could be better for you. It's not I'm not worrying you. I don't want to worry you. It's not that. It's just that you will feel better. You'll feel more grounded and more centered if you do. Okay, so just a thought. So allow those ancient wisdom things to come through, because that's going to help you to know what to do. Okay, hope that's helpful.
All right. Hi, Kylie. So the first card that I drew for you is the universe works fast when I'm having fun.
I like that one.
Yeah. So I definitely feel like the more you can kind of lean into that fun, or kind of make a literally what's popping into my head right now is, like the song with Mary Poppins, where it's like a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. It's like all the tasks that we have in front of us, if there's a way that you can find to have fun with it, bring joy to it. I feel like right now, for bringing and finding that joy and just being in that space is something that's going to just help you just manifest quicker. Everything is way better when you're having fun, right? So, and then the second card I drew was, when I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. And so again, I feel like that's just kind of releasing that control a little bit, and then just allowing yourself to kind of really sit with spirit, kind of let spirit kind of take over a little bit, and kind of give up a little bit of that worldly control. And then also the last card that I got was, I recognize that I have chosen fear and I choose again. I choose love. So again, just focusing more on those positive things, kind of as Tanys said, it's like, as you're releasing some of those negative things, find the more positive things to replace that energy with. Yeah.
Perfect. Oh, all right, Kylie, thank you
Awesome.
so much for joining us. And please come back and let us know how everything's going. We're excited to hear from you. Okay, our next question is Pooja. Pooja, so good to see you. Hello, what is coming from my spirit guides, please? Okay. One, I got the Wheel of Fortune, which is Archangel Michael. He's one of your guides. Okay. He has a really good relationship with Tanys. So if you needed a little bit more about him, or you want to channel him, Tanys can do that. And she also has some videos that you can tap into to channel him as well. But what it says is that you're going through a time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. That's really good. The Wheel of Fortune is an excellent card to get for your energy. Okay. So that's what your spirit guides are telling you. And so I asked, is there any specific message that they have from her, other than the fact that, this is just a great time moving forward? I got the Spectrum from the Intuition Oracle. Okay. You see how this woman, she's standing in between the shore. She's on the shore, and she's in between. She's on water and she's on land. Okay. So they're saying you need to stick 1 foot in spirit, which is the water, and 1 foot on land. Okay. Staying grounded. But what it says is, I root out and reject prejudice in myself and others. They're trying to increase your spectrum. You see all the colors surrounding her head there? They're basically trying to expand your awareness, not to just this dimension, but other dimensions. And I'm taking a channeling class with Tanys, and the other dimensions are very interesting. And there are beings from all different realms, and not all of them are human. Okay. So what they're telling me is, not all of your guides are human, and you have to prepare yourself for that. Okay. Some of them can be a little strange, but you have to basically accept in your heart that these are light workers and that they're here to help you. Okay. Especially the more galactic beings. Okay. And then I go into the Wild Goddess Oracle, and I pulled the Higher Self card. So your higher self is very, very much wanting to get in contact with you. And you see how, again, we have the waves and the shore, 1 foot in spirit, 1 foot on the ground. So meditate. They're really trying to get through to you. Sit down, quiet spot, meditate. And it says, stop longing, still your mind, and allow your higher self to use its infinite resources to comfort and guide you to the fulfillment of your desires. So you have an amazing higher self trying to get through, give you messages, but you need to meditate a little more, is what they're telling me. Okay. And then I got Cancer from Karma cards. So spending more time at home is what they're saying, and you can do meditation there. Okay. This is where you're going to feel the most emotionally secure, so that your intuition can start to develop. Okay. So sitting in a very quiet spot in your home and tapping into your guides, because they have got some good news for you. And just be aware, they're not all human. Okay. And I'm not saying animals, they're not all from Earth. Okay. This is what I'm getting. You're going to have to broaden your spectrum a little bit, because it's a big universe out there. There's universes on universes and planes on planes. Okay. Not the planes in the sky, but planes of existence. Okay. So just prepare for that. And I'm sending you lots of love, Pooja. And I'm really glad that you've got good things coming your way.
Hi, Pooja. Yeah, you do have like a Pleiadian and Arcturian that are hanging around you. So, tapping into their energy is, it's a beautiful gift. I have a few of those myself and work with them quite regularly. So tap into their energy. As soon as she said that, they kind of showed up for me. So for you, I have what do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. So with that one, I would say part of that is that you need to simplify your life. Okay. So there's some negativity stuff around, and I kind of feel like it might be family. I feel as though you're going through some kind of a change in your family. Okay. It says a happy change or addition is coming to your family. It may have something to do with your kids, because I did get this one as well. Your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. And I also got the animal card. So you are, if you are not in a family unit, this may be an indication that that is coming for you. And it's a beautiful energy around it. So I think there is a family member coming. I'm actually getting, maybe it's not you. It might be, I feel like it might be like your sister is having a baby, or I don't know, somebody in your family is going to be having a baby. But there's also some stuff to navigate where family relationships are concerned right now. Okay. And tap into that love that you have for animals, because I think that's going to help guide your decision. That's just what I'm hearing, because I do think there's some things that you need to let go of. So sometimes this is about letting go and being in flow. For you, it's about letting go of something or of an idea of something. Okay, I'll just tell you what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a wedding. So something to do with that. All right. If I was to go out on a limb here, I would say that there's some kind of a separation happening between you and a spouse, and you need to know that the animals and kids are going to be fine. If I was to go out on a limb, that's what I would say those cards are telling me. It's not the only meaning that you could derive from those, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that. All right. Just know that you are an incredible, generous being, sharing of yourself. So don't be afraid to be you. Okay, step into your power and be you. This is my 2-2 card, which is all about acceptance of who you are and really stepping into that. Like the zebra, right? We each have our unique stripes. All zebras have unique stripes, and so stepping into those and appreciating those, and enjoying who you are is super important. You also are going to be tapping into some of those ancient wisdoms that are coming through. Again, we've got the flow concept here, but it's more about the ancient wisdom for you. I feel like you're going to be tapping into that. I actually feel like you're going to be studying something in terms of ancient wisdom. I'm seeing you like at a desk. So there's some kind of an ancient wisdom. It may not actually be physical. It may be that you're studying in the astral, which is an interesting thing to delve into if you haven't thought about that. We actually go to spirit school at night in our dream time. So if you're not going to be doing it in the 3D or the physical, you may be doing it in at nighttime. So know that there may be new stuff that you can tap into in terms of your internal knowledge. And I do feel that it's more of a remembering for you. So you've been quite active in spiritual practices in past lives and stuff. And so that's part of this awakening, is like an awakening of past memories, past skills and stuff that you've stepped in. That's going to give you a whole new sense of freedom. Okay. Freedom and peace, because we're on a dove here. So that's going to help really make you feel free. This also would lend me to believe that there's that marriage thing going on. So anyway, I hope that's helpful. And if you are going through all of that, please be sure to do the self-care. And animals can be really healing. Tap into that energy, okay? Sending you lots of love.
So, all right. So the first card that I drew for you is Happiness is My Birthright. And I love this card because it's all going right back to the all the yellows and the sacral chakra and the bright happiness, joy. And I do feel that that energy is definitely around you, and just good things are happening. The The second card I drew was my energy creates my reality. What I focus on will manifest. And really what I feel is that you have an incredible ability to be able to manifest, and to manifest very quickly. However, whatever you, so you've got to be a little bit careful about what it is you actually are trying to manifest, and what it is that you're focusing on, and is that in alignment to what you're manifesting, because you can be setting your intention for this, and then your actions don't always align to that. And so when you bring it all back into alignment, that's kind of where that magic happens. And the last card I drew was, I witness the darkness and call on the light with prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. That one was kind of long. That was a bit of a long one. But yeah, just looking at things through, just through a very, just kind of taking everything that comes, and just kind of taking that breath, and really just kind of what I'm getting is just kind of making sure we're looking at things through the heart chakra, right? But yeah, that's what I got.
Fabulous. All right, Pooja, we're wishing you lots of love, and yes, best of luck with all of that energy. It's a lot. Okay, we have one more question, and it's from Shem. Good to see you, Shem. What did the next 6 months look for me? Okay, so I asked, Spirit basically just stepped in, and this flew out of the deck. It's the Page of Air. Okay. And it says challenging information, delays or changes in plans, truth delivered without tact. Now, the Page of Air is kind of a younger communicative issue, energy. Okay. And they pointed to the throat chakra. So they said, just really watch how you communicate with your friends and your family and your spouse, etc. Okay. And try to be, it says logical, honest, impulsive, and curious. And they're saying, try not to be too impulsive with your speech. Okay. That's the main thing that they're saying to focus on, because what that's going to allow is it's going to bring a lot of balance into your life. This is Archangel Raguel. Okay. And it's fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right and stand up for your beliefs. So you can do so in a beautiful and tactful way and really get a lot more done that way. Okay. Because they're not saying, don't stand up for yourself and don't, speak your truth, but just deliver it with the tact. Okay. Because that's going to help you get the desired outcome that you're looking for and bring balance to your life and your situations. Okay. And they are also saying, I got Archangel Metatron for you, the dreamer. They're saying you need to step a little bit more into this energy. Okay. And it's a leap of faith. Follow your dreams. Unexpected opportunities will come your way if you just go with the flow, loosen up a little bit, take on the life of the fool, just explore, maybe go somewhere without a plan. Okay. And just let stuff happen. Obviously practice caution with certain things, like don't jump off a cliff like the fool does. But the whole analogy is to just kind of let that inner child out to play a little bit. That's what they're telling me. Okay. Because that'll bring a lot more joy into your life. And so I said, what is the overall theme for the next 6 months? And I got the Three of Earth. It's all about teamwork. Okay. You see, they're all working. This is like a beautiful butterfly. Which indicates there might be a little transformation, but the power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, and being a team player. Okay. So when they showed me the butterfly, they connected it to the communications piece. And they said, basically, if you speak your truth in a very tactful and calm way, and it will help you be a better team player, and you're going to be able to get a lot of beautiful things done. Okay. And so I did pull one extra card from the Intuition Oracle, and I got the Truthful. So this is all kind of tying in together. I speak my truth and expect everyone I care about to do so too. Okay. So again, you see how she's walking forward confidently, but there's a little bit of darkness behind her. Leave that behind. Leave the negative thoughts, and they're showing me like a little cloud. Just toss it. Okay. And try to speak your truth in a way that's very positive and very calm. It comes from a place, they're saying, speak from your heart. Don't speak from your gut, which can become a place of fear. Okay. Because that's our flight or fight is what they're showing me. Speak from here. Okay. Just take that throat energy and don't drop it into your stomach. Let it stop at the heart chakra. Okay. And that's really going to help you for the next 6 months. Great teamwork. I see some positive things for you, and just, take care of that inner child because she wants to come out and play. Okay. Sending you lots of love, Shem. Oh, you're on mute, love.
Hi, Shem. Sorry. So accepting what is the first one I got. And it's, I accept and embrace my inner majesty. So there's a piece there that you need to just accept who you are. There's a piece of you that doesn't accept who you are. It always amazes me how these come out and I see different things on them. But for you, that's what I feel. Okay. So proceed softly, right? My inner power grows in moments of quietude. So take those moments, take the time to smell the flowers, right? Drink the tea. Take the time to do the inner work. The inner work is where you're going to flourish. Standing firm. So once you do that, you're going to be able to stand firm because you are noble, brave, and strong. And the next card I got was courageous. Okay. So you have the courage to jump over any of these barriers that come up for you. So just stand firm. In this one, he's standing on this big rock pile. Like I'm getting like, I'm the king of the castle kind of thing. So, again, it's a play reference, right? Because we often take ourselves too seriously in this world. So really, that there's so much light behind this being. There's a lot of light in you. You are noble, brave, and strong, and courageous. You have what it needs. You have what you need. And what you need is to look at things differently. Okay? A fresh start. A wonderful new beginning is blossoming in my life. So whether that's a new beginning in your situation, whether it's a new beginning with the way you see things, either way, you're going to start to rise above. So you see, you're in this muck right now, right? There's the mud. The flower is coming up through the mud. So you will be coming up through the mud. You will be rising. And look at all the light there. And lots of pink there. It's all about love. It's about self-love. So really embracing yourself, because that's how you're going to start to manifest your dreams. And this is like always fall. So I feel like by next fall, you're asking about 6 months. I would say by next fall, you're going to start to see a huge difference towards manifesting your dreams. Okay. So have patience, do the inner work. It all starts inside, accepting who you are and acknowledging those powerful, courageous strength that's inside you. Okay? Sending you lots of love, Shem.
All right. Hi, Shem. So the very first card that I got for you was the card for Fluorite. And this card says, natural beauty and authenticity. Be yourself as God made you, naturally attractive and lovable inside and out. And what I love, actually, it's interesting because there's two cards that I pulled here that were together, and both of them have this light that's behind them, which is because Tanys kind of came up with that same thing, is that there is a massive amount of light that is around you. And I think sometimes you feel that it's not okay or it's not safe to be yourself. Mm-hmm. And it's honestly being yourself and being true to who you are is what's actually going to help you on your own path. And really, really just shine. Mm-hmm. And that can be really scary, especially because that when we start to step into our own power, a lot of the times we get pushback from people, or other things start to shift in our life. And I just want you to know that that's okay. It's 100% okay. One of the other cards, this was actually the second card that I pulled for you, and it's divine intervention. God sends miracles to answer sincere prayers. But again, we're looking at a lot of that solar plexus energy of really truly standing in your power. And this card, which I already showed, but it says ready to love again. You've healed from the past enough to open your heart to new. And so, the past really is it is in the past. And so it's just up to you to start kind of releasing that energy, letting it go, and stepping forward and moving forward. And I did actually get one last card, and it's interesting because it kind of fell out, and I was like, tried to put it back, and then it fell out again. So you're getting it. Should have listened to Spirit the first time, right? And it's the Jade card. And in this card, it's focusing around wellness. Recovery of health and wellness is here. And I think that this is just a just mindfulness around your health and your own energy, and just being mindful of your own energy levels. And as you move through the next 6 months, just be mindful of that, of your energy.
Beautiful.
That is beautiful. And what I got when that came out was when you said that, I said being mindful can help you avoid accidents. And they showed me a car. So just being mindful of your surroundings, your energy, your physical body, being grounded when you go out and get things done. Okay, Shem. Well, thank you so much for joining us, for sending you lots of love. She says, thank you. You're welcome, hon. Now we have one question left, but we're running out of time. Dorada, I did just pull 2 cards for you really quick before we end.
It's Betsy.
It's Betsy. Oh, Betsy. Okay, Betsy. I picked the Empress for you. This is the energy that I get from you. It's a 3. Okay. And it says Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel is one of your guides. Okay. And it can help you. And it says lavish abundance, giving birth to your dreams, nurturing yourself and others. This is your energy, and you're really good at it, because the next 6 months, I got the 5 of water. Okay. Things are not turning out the way you'd hope, not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilled milk. So there's going to be some regrets. There's going to be some disappointments coming your way, but they're saying tap into your divine nurturing energy and call on Archangel Gabriel to help you through that particular trial, is what they're telling me. And that's what they're pointing out predominantly, but you have an angel, and you yourself are an angel to others. Okay. So sending you lots of love, Betsy. Thanks for joining us.
And Gabriel's all about communication. So, stepping into speaking your truth, because what I got for you was healing the past. So right now you're in a time of healing for the next couple of months. So proceed softly. Okay. Be gentle with yourself. Okay. Take the time to drink the tea and smell the flowers. And make sure you're taking some time for yourself. I know you're a new mom, so really.
That's the Empress.
There you go.
Yeah, this is pregnancy. Yeah, mom. Yeah, that's great. She's holding a little. Yeah.
Yeah. So stepping into your stillness, and of course, this is also about your intuition, right? The moon, that big moon, is about stepping into your stillness so you can hear your guides. Okay, because you are going to be emerging into grace near the end of the 6 months. But see, she's resting. So you're like in this period of rest for the next couple of months, because at the end of that 6 months, you're going to be revealing your radiance, and you're going to have so many more pearls of wisdom to share with the world. So it's a time of rest and learning and healing for the next 6 months. Okay. So be really gentle with yourself, lots of self-compassion as well. I know that can be a challenge, especially when we're super busy, because I know you are. But make sure that you're taking that time for you, okay? Despite what's going on around you. Okay, sending you lots of love. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, Betsy, it's so good to see you. Is there anything you wanted to add, Cassie?
Yeah, so I got uh, the card "Hope is the Conduit for Miracles."
Oh,
Again,
wow.
we are the yellow cards. I seem to be pulling a lot of the yellow cards tonight. But yeah, so just just keep up the positive and keep your emotions on the positive. I also drew the card revealing your true self. This is actually amethyst. This is a great protection stone. Specifically when it comes to psychic protection, as far as protecting your own energies. And so maybe a little bit of amethyst if you have some around your house or have easy access to that. That may, and it's also a very calming stone as well. And then the last card that I drew was Moldavite, and the message that comes with this card is unconventionality. And your unique qualities are an important part of your life purpose. It's okay to feel and be different from others. I'm just going to leave it there.
And Moldavite is very galactic. Moldavite is very galactic, right? Because it's a very specific crystal that was part of a meteor that came down in Czechoslovakia, I believe. And so it's super high vibe galactic energy. And so Betsy, we've had a chat about the galactic she's also one of our Nukti practitioners. And so
perfect.
She's quite into the galactic piece as well. So Moldavite's a great choice for her, Cassie. Thank you.
And Tanys, I pulled a drink tea card for her. What would be a good tea for post-pregnancy?
I think the chamomile is going to be the best one for her. That's what's coming through.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And peppermint, like back and forth, right? Like chamomile if she needs calming, and peppermint.
Peppermint for the
awakening. Yeah. Drink tea. That's right.
Yes, drink tea. It literally says drink tea. See that? Okay.
Beautiful.
And I also pulled the fairies really like your baby. So it says look for fairies.
Connected.
They're all around your baby. I was like, look for fairies, and then they showed me like looking at the baby, like, oh, look at the baby. It was just very cute. It was a very sweet thing that the fairy said. So
he sees stuff.
Okay, so well, that's what he's looking at, maybe, because that's he's looking at the fairies. So because he's tapped into that energy. So that's really special. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you guys, we've gone over. So I do see some other questions, guys, but we are he does see fairies. Excellent. So we are going to sign off, but please join us next week because we will be having Tamara Karen Stillman on. She is an MD and baby making genius. And so that's going to be a really fun show. And we look forward to seeing all of you then and to bring your questions. And again, we're here every single Wednesday, same time, 4 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Central, and 7 p.m. Eastern. So please join us next time. And I would like to say a very special thank you to Cassie from Stargazers Unite. I'm going to go ahead and put her thank you, Betsy. She goes, you guys are so good. I'm going to put her banner up. Go to stargazersunite.com. If you want a free discovery call with her to talk about branding, website, business in general, ideas for your logo, she does it all. Okay. And this is a $50 value. Just type in Astro. Okay. And you're going to get some great deals from Cassie. So thank you so much for joining us. My name is Michelle Marie. I am the owner and operator of Astrological Tarot. I am both a Tarot and Oracle card reader, as well as a Western and Vedic astrologer. Thank you so much for joining us, and I'll see you next week.
And I'm Tanys Coughlan, founder of the Twillow Lifestyle Community, Twillow Lifestyle Academy. Quick answer to Anne. It's a yes or no question. Tested it. I say yes. And looking forward to seeing you all next week. Thank you.
All right, and I'm Cassie Clayton with Stargazers Unite, creating websites, logos, and brand materials for spiritual light workers. Find me at stargazersunite.com. And this was absolutely wonderful. Thank you, Michelle and Tanys, for bringing me on for the show.
Our pleasure. It's such an honor.
Oh, you're so welcome, Cassie. And Cassie also has her own show as well.
Yes.
Cassie, before we leave, do you want to tell people how they can get tuned in?
Sure. Absolutely. So our show is Metaphysical Happy Hour. We go live every second and fourth Wednesday of the month at 7 p.m. We go live to YouTube, Facebook, and to TikTok. So you can find us at metaphysicalhappyhour.com, Metaphysical Happy Hour across the board. We're on all the socials, all the things. So, but yeah, it's a great show. We've had a lot of amazing guests. Michelle has been a guest on our show many times. We hope to have Tanys sometime soon. And but yeah, we have a number of really awesome shows coming up. So
7 p.m. Is
Central.
Eastern Central.
Yes,
there we
that's Central. Yes.
Awesome.
All right. All right. So definitely tune in. All right. So we're sending you all lots of love, and just take care of yourselves. Have a very, very happy Thanksgiving if you're joining us from the United States, and have a wonderful weekend and enjoy Jupiter Direct. Yay. All right. Sending you all lots of love.
Lots of love.